Juncker is deeply worried. Brussels is crumbling and the EU is panicking, says Professor. The European Union is crumbling and Jean-Claude Juncker is deeply worried, according to Professor Matthew Goodwin. The professor insisted that the European Union was falling apart and was facing massive challenges, with Brexit just one of its problems. Speaking to RT, Mr. Goodwin suggested that Brexit was leading to a change in political stance in some EU member states. He said, "I think Jean-Claude Juncker is deeply worried about the direction of the European Union, even if he is not saying so publicly. I think if you look at what has happened to the EU after Brexit, if you look at Italy for example, where you have the refugee crisis causing a real problem and causing political volatility in Italy. Only this morning a survey has suggested that 1 in 3 Italians are rating this issue as a top concern for them. But also we have got elections in Germany and Austria coming up where you have populists adopting quite a strong position. But generally when you look at the Eurozone and how Europe's political parties and currents are moving, there's not much to inspire confidence that this is getting back to a period of stability and long-term harmony." Speaking exclusively to express.co.uk, Anna Gomes instead claimed that Britain's decision last year has brought the Brussels bloc closer together as Emmanuel Macron and Angela Merkel fight to take the EU forward. She said, "We now have to negotiate a divorce as civilized as possible, that will not bring too much harm to both parties, Britain and of course the EU, who, in a way has helped the EU get united, unfortunately, for the UK." Speaking to Politico, the President of the European Commission reiterated that the EU was in a good shape. "There is really nothing to complain about," he said. "There is something better to report than a year ago." Despite the comments from Mr. Juncker, the bloc is currently struggling to handle the migrant crisis, after Hungary and the Czech Republic refused to accept their quotas. The bloc threatened the Eastern European countries, insisting they had to accept their migrant quotas or would face financial penalties. Brussels is also currently threatening to strip away Poland's right to vote on EU matters, unless the ruling party drops controversial plans to exert more control over the judiciary. Despite the Law and Justice Party getting into a fight with EU bosses, it does not advocate taking Poland out of the EU. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.